Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon climbing Mount Narodnaya. So, in the last episode, we just finished taking Masuda from the Japanese, and now we have the possibility to defend at Obama. Thanks, Obama. Or we could just avoid here, I think. Yeah, we could cancel avoid battle or auto resolve. I'm tempted to auto resolve, but typically they punish you quite heavily for doing that, and I don't really have the political points to make up for it. I think I might just end turn here. But this is the strategic state that we're in. We've got the Kuznetsov here. We've got the Minsk here. And from there we can call out Marine units. We've taken the airport at Gobo. We've taken the port at Nankoku. And it looks like it's pretty secure. We've got quite a few units here. They don't have much here that could threaten us. Where I am concerned is there's about 200 and what is that 48 about almost 300 tanks between these three provinces. That's a lot of armor. Now they're all weak. They're very lightly armored. Their guns aren't heavy. However, they're so cheap that you can field so many. It just becomes a real considerable issue. So I don't have the political points to call out any more aircraft. That's what I'll be doing the next turn. Assuming they don't fight here at Obama. They shouldn't. They might now. So this is exactly what I was worried about. Now the question is, do I avoid battle and then counterattack? Or I might auto-resolve this because they are so much weaker that in theory they should really punish the Japanese here. And in the case of what I've got, I don't think it's going to be a heavy loss like all this armor. It's not going to really mean much against just the swarm of tanks they're bringing. So let's try it. Yep, that's what I thought. It only cost me 6 tanks, which is far better than I would have achieved, and 5 Marine units. And, a smattering of other things, but they don't really matter as much to me. The two Nanushkas, that's kind of a loss, but I don't know. I think it's one that we can recover. Totally wiping out these 2 units is well worth it. I'm very pleased with the result there. That's better than I could have done on my own. Alright, so with 18 points, Nankoku's under attack by the artillery battalion and this airborne battalion. That's going to be an easy win, but I don't think they were trying to win there. I think their point was to upset things a little bit. They succeeded. It's a shame to have this rifle regiment here, but I don't feel comfortable moving it. So our next move, well, I am going to deploy here. Let's see, what kind of aircraft can we bring out? The Minsk Air Group still has the 2nd Naval Strike Squad, which is more Yak 38s. These are napalm, so not going to be extremely effective against armor. We do have the 38Ms. Oh no. I'm just going to go back and load that because that's not even fair. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't even fair. I didn't mean to call it out. I was trying to look at the other Yak 38Ms I've got right here. Yeah, see, they've got the 500 kilogram bombs. We need something else like that. Can I even reach Obama? I can't. So I think that means I'm going to have to pull the Minsk back to Gulf. So then I can reach all the way back here and have control. Now, that being said, I could use some more aircraft. But it looks like these are anti-ship, like the MiG-29s. Those are anti-ship. It does say heat and fire and forget, but I think that's in the game. It's pretty much hardwired to be anti-ship. And then this one is a naval anti-ship squad with the Su-27Ks. So that's not going to help me on land. The Kuznetsov air brigades might. A Far East Air Group here. This is kind of what we're looking for. So we got the Su-24s. They've got 2 anti-radar missiles that can be helpful from against Anti-aircraft missiles. Fighter squad. Yeah, that's good against other planes. Naval fighter squad. Those have the 400, the 500 kilogram bombs. And they have a couple infrared missiles. It's a strike squad with the 102s. Oh, they have 14 500 kilogram bombs. Now we're talking. But it's also 20 political points. And then finally, the second strike squad, which is 20 as well. Make 27 Ks. And those are supposed to be good ground attack, but only 2 missiles. That's not really going to get you anywhere. So we have a choice to make. Are they going to let me call it out at Gobo? I think they will. So the choice we have is, do we pay the political points for the MiG-29s? Or do we bring in elements of the 1st or 2nd Guards Tank Division? Do we bring in Marines from Kuznetsov Marine Brigade? Can't afford that. I could bring in some forces here for the VDV, the paratroopers. But I think overall, when I'm looking at some of our key threats, I really feel like the fighters are the way to go. And I might regret this, but let's do it anyway. They don't have any anti-air here. We're not ready to push in here yet. So I'm going to bring the 38Ms over here. And what are we looking at over here? Only 3 helicopters there. Wow, these are 2 extremely weakened units. I don't even know if I want to make that fight. If I take the fight. Yeah, I mean, they're extremely weak. They might just retreat. Yeah, they just retreated. Can I move here? I can. What do they've got here? Crappy tanks again. And crappy infantry, but a lot of them. And good helicopters. So we got the 64, H-64s. Kiowa Warriors, and the little birds. Okay, there's not many, but they're still pretty decent. Taking those units off the board isn't really going to help us. I should repair some of my more damaged units here. I think these guys are still in decent shape, though. These guys are a nail regiment. They're in okay shape, so let's repair our helicopters, because those are extremely valuable. And we'll just hold on tight here. We'll fight in Obama. And these guys, I'm going to have them rest too. Because I can't see them being effective in any of these battles on their own. I will bring in the Yak-141s for air cover, just in case. I don't think it'll be necessary. Alright, let's fight in Obama. This time it's for real. Got 2 crappy tank regiments and a ton of tanks. They've got Totori. And we've got Charlie, Osaka. They have Tsuyama. I think we're going to need to go heavy on aircraft and recon. We're going to need some forces to pin them in place. That will be challenging because they're highly mobile. I'm hesitant to put a command in center because I think we're going to get overrun really quick, but we could really use those points, so I want to put in something that, there we go, it doesn't have a ton of value. And of course we've got Naval Sector Hotel. And I don't know if I want to hold on to that. It's not bringing me any points. There's not much I can call out from there either. There is some stuff, though, that I could use, like the Schmells. Alright, let's do it then. I'm going to bring out only one of these recon units for now. Wish I had a recon helicopter. That would be very helpful. Oh, wow, this is going to be helpful. A couple of those guys here. A couple of those guys here. And we're going to bring in some Marines. 2 and 4. And I think the rest will be aircraft. We're really looking for volume here, so we'll bring up 5. And starting very slow. Oh, whoops.
Yes, sir.
These guys, they have missiles? They do not. So we'll have them move back. And, oh man, look at all that. That's juicy. We're just going to have them start coming out, making bombing runs. See if it works. Oh, only a few of them actually decided to drop their payloads, which is great. Oh, oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's wonderful. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. We need more. The MiG-29 still hasn't dropped its payload. I have to engage in negotiations with this MiG-29, I guess. Who said that? I think I heard that from somebody. Was that Raptor? Raptor says that. There we go. He's dropping the payload now. Got a command there. They took out my recon, but I'm not particularly threatened by that. Yeah, they couldn't handle that bombing run. That was a pretty brutal bombing run. These guys still aren't dropping. I'm gonna put that Yak-38 back and. What's happening now? Oh, there's another 4. Didn't destroy any, but stunned them. That might be fine. Come on, no! Drop your payload. It's so painful. Why are they not? They're not dropping the payload. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to do this manually. He comes back around. No! Oh! No, not my supply trucks. There we go. Finally. Man, I don't know when they're going to learn. Why are they not dropping? It's really annoying. Paying a lot of political points for these guys. Maybe they're just coming in at the wrong angle. Oh no! They're stunned. They're stunned. That MiG-29 dropped. Oh boy. Oh! That's nice. I think I'm going to have to bring in some more recon. Those tanks just keep coming, man. There are so many of them. Oh, I've got all these points. I'm not. Okay. Let's bring in some of those. Let's bring in 2 more of these. 4 of these. Might be too late by the time these guys come in, but... Just have to keep bringing out the bombers, and hopefully these guys survive. These tanks come out, they'll be able to hit them in the flank. These guys don't die again. Keep bringing out the bombs. There are a lot of them. Wow. It's tasty. That's so tasty. There, that was a good deployment. Man, I was going to go command hunting. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to. That was a good deployment. Oh! Alright, keep hitting them. We're almost there. Bring out the tanks to support, and fast move here. As many bombers as we can. Just don't want to lose these units. Only one of those guys dropped their payload? Some more? Only one survived with 1 point. Oh, look at this. They just brought me some supplies. That's not good for them. Wish I could have found some more commands before the battle was over, but it's better that we win this. But it would have been more expedient to have won it by destroying all of their command units. Because now we won the battle, but we only destroyed 1, the 71st Regiment. Now, we killed 98 tanks in that battle, and that's insane. That's absolutely insane. I don't know if I've never killed that many vehicles in a battle before. So that was very successful, but it's time-consuming. And part of this, they're just trying to slow us down, right? So that makes me wonder if this is weak enough now. It is. All right, maybe next turn we'll attack Totori. Okay, first reinforcements have landed. Anything here? Yeah, the 51st Infantry Regiment. Yeah, these guys are much better than their Japanese counterparts. U.S. Helicopter Company. That was it for them. Anybody land here? 52nd Infantry. Over here somebody landed, I'm sure. So it looks like mostly infantry. Now we've got 20 political points. I'm thinking that we might be good to leave Gobo. It's a little risky, but I don't really see us as having much of a choice. So 20 points, I could bring in some amphibious units. There's not a lot of amphibious landing zones, though. I think we're really... If you take Nankoku, We could bring in first or second. Yeah, see, part of this too is that I have a lot of units caught up here. I really need elsewhere. I'm getting those political points, but I don't know. Second Guards Tank Division. Here's a tanker regiment. I'm not sure how effective that is against the numbers we're seeing. Motostreliki, that might be more effective. Supply Convoy. Heavy anti-aircraft and heavy engineers. Who's in the heavy engineers? That's anti-personnel. Okay. That's interesting. The Vasilic. I don't think I've ever utilized that. So this is like self-propelled artillery. Okay. Motorized Rifle Division. We got the 70th Rifles. That's okay. The 71st Rifles. That's okay too. Those BMP-1Ds are really nice. There's some T-72s. Air Force. I still wonder if it might be best to use our air units. The VDV, does it have anti-tank here? It's got a little bit. This might be the most cost effective. BTRDs. Against aircraft, okay. There's a little of that over here. I bet they'll retreat to give me some better information. Yeah, it might be worth it to just sort of attack EO. Boy, this is a puzzle. If we took this airport, it gets us closer to our objective, but all of this material down here. So what do they've got? They've got the 72nd. Very little tanks left there. Very little tanks left there. A few more here. Tanks, infantry, American infantry. 100 units there. Light riflemen. Okay, well, we got to make a move. Can't sit here all day. So I think I'm going to end up going with the 2nd Guards Tank Division at the 311th Guards Rifle Battalion for 10. And call them out. Bring them here. Let them stay here as a defensive unit and the anti-tank battalion. There's not many tanks here. It's just 56 of them. Bring these guys in. Do I keep the tanks in reserve? I might do that. I might keep the tanks back. No, but I'm going to need this. So I'm going to move the tanks up. Then over here, what do I have? Another anti-tank battalion. I think that's fine. We'll bring the AK-38s in. We will bring the AK-141s in here. And we will bring in the MiG-29Ss. So we'll have air superiority. And then maybe just like a small group here to hold Gobo. I'm feeling a little uncertain about leaving it empty, undefended like this. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. There's anti-aircraft convoy. There's no command there. There's no command any here. Let's go to VDV. Let's check out. There's a 10.1, the independent VDV. I mean, I'd hate to use all of these units holding there. I don't want to call another mulligan. So I think this guy, this is the one that we call out to hold. It's the least valuable. I wonder if it's going to let me assign in a pair or aircraft. It still doesn't let me do that. I don't know why. Probably a balance thing. They don't want you being able to put paratroopers here because then you could just do too much damage. And I think I'm going to keep these guys here. I don't see the value necessarily in splitting them up like this. But before we head into this battle, I'm going to call it here. So if you hopefully you liked what you saw. And if you did, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment and you hit the notification bell so you, or sorry, not comment, subscribe. so you know when I'm posting new things. And thanks for joining me, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Take care.